What's up, everyone? What's up? How are you guys doing? I guess this is a limitless chip disaster. And I knew it. I knew, but there's nothing would have done basically because of all the injuries. But this was turning out to be a very, very bad match day with all the injuries before the match day, with Haaland getting benched, with Salah getting benched, and then coming on. That was a killer. Salah getting benched and then coming on because there was a couple of people who had Salah in their teams, and I was like, yes, he was benched, and then coming on to score a hat trick. Kvaratskhelia taking a penalty for Napoli because Politano's not on the pitch. All that was pretty much a disaster. And to make it worse, I had Perisic in my team and he didn't even come on for Tottenham. And if some of you had Harry Kane, he threw a penalty. I was so happy with that because I was supposed to get him in my team. I didn't. So, like, 7 of my players actually returned a goal or an assist, but it wasn't enough. Usually, when you play a limitless, you need to get like 90 points. So nowhere near that. So that was a disaster. So as always, I'll go through what I scored this time round. I can see Jacob saying you got 61 points on your limitless. Congrats. I got less than that. I think I've had I think I've dropped not that much, but like with 30,000 places or something. It's a disaster. Some of you are like in the top 1,000 and something in the world. I've definitely dropped way further than that. Edin says, is it time to use limitless for match day 5? I would still save it for match day 6 unless you still have a lot of injuries. That was my original plan, play the limitless in match day 6, but there was way too many injuries this time round. Like literally a team like Bayern Munich, they had like only 5 players on the bench because they have so many players missing out. All the teams rotated and stuff. Rangers versus Liverpool says, Connor, what a game, man. What a game. Not for me because I didn't have any Liverpool attackers. I was supposed to go for Firmino as well, but I was like, nah, I don't know who's going to start between me and Nunes. Both of them started. Firmino got a double. Salah got 3. So if you had Salah in your team and let's say Son, and you also went for Firmino, basically the English teams, and you went for Man City defenders and Chelsea defenders, you probably got like 100 points. But is there anyone who got 100 points this week? Let me know if you came anywhere close to 100 points because so many players missed out. JJ says, I used Limitless and didn't put Salah in. It looked like a good decision at first, but he came on and scored a hat trick. That is actually the quickest Champions League hat trick in history. So you can never predict something like that. But if you had Salah, especially as captain, congratulations to you. Global Betting Tips says Liverpool now back in form, but they'll be shut by Man City in the weekend. Probably think so. They do dress players, so I don't know. But they're defensively, though, they're not looking good. So I'd still think Man City will get like 2 or 3 goals in that game. I got 61 points in my limitless, says Javob. I'll check your teams. Let's see. Bro, why YouTube censor my fantasy name? It's my actual name. Don't understand that. They've censored. How are you, Ripper? Do hope you're doing well. 58 points, case. Don't worry, Ripper. It was that kind of week. Justin says 52 points, 3 players injured. FML. F my life, says Justin. I hate my life. I played with my friends for money. I was having 74 points and I'm fast. Then in the last minute with Lewandowski, they became 77. That is the other one. It was looking good until Lewandowski scored 2 goals in literally the last 5 minutes. So if you had Lewandowski in your team as well, that was a very, very good time to score the goals. My limitless 89. You are very lucky, Alan. I had Salah that I did not have. Salah, today's matches saved me. Today, there was 30 goals today. Yesterday, absolute killer, but today, 30 goals, fantastic. Going to end this week on 57 points, only having 12 players available, one of them being Mars that I captained yesterday and subbed off today. Says Penguin, could have been worse if you couldn't sub off Maris, it could have been worse. How many points? Disaster, Seb. I'm going to come to it. I was devastated when I saw Salah bench, says Alan. I made 2 transfers for 8 points and got Mane and Salah in, says Django. Did work. I was devastated that I had Mane as captain and he only got 1 goal in that game. Kvaratskhelia saved me, says Louis. I had Lewandowski, Salah, Son, and Mane captain. You are doing great. No wonder you have 80-something points. Lewandowski did well today, got maximum returns, basically 2 goals and Salah 3 goals. You cannot complain about that. And I think Jota also came on and got 3 assists or something. I think he actually assisted all 3 Salah goals. 72 on wildcard, not bad. Could have been worse, says Arnel. I got 51, says Seb. That is still not bad. I think the average of this week will not be that high. So unless you had Kvaratskhelia and all those guys. Rick says disaster for Sane captain, as I think he was subbed off early, but not that early, 60 something minutes. 64 points from TY Ty. Let me just call it Ty. So first of all, my goalkeeper was a disaster because yesterday I had Vlachodimos and Alisson today. I'm not sure I went for Alisson. You know, the first goalkeeper I wanted to go for. If you go and check my match day 3 tip show, there's a goalkeeper I talked about, the FC Porto goalkeeper. I never went for him, but today the FC Porto goalkeeper, do you know what he did? He got an assist, he kept a clean sheet, and he saved a penalty. What the hell? Let me see how many points he actually got. I think he's going to get player of the match for sure. So Diogo Costa, that is 15 points plus 3 points incoming. He's getting 18 points for a goalkeeper. That is incredible. He's only owned by 2%. So if you have Diogo Costa in your team, that is incredible because he also saved another penalty in match day 3. So that is just crazy. Getting an assist, a penalty saved, and 5 shots saved as well. Could have been more than that. What a goalkeeper, Diogo Costa. I didn't have him, so we only had the 2 points from Alisson. Pretty much a disaster. Yesterday it started well. Reece James kept a clean sheet for me. 6 points against AC Milan. I'm not going to complain about that. I was actually happy when Milan got a red card because I knew this could mean a clean sheet. Now, Mount was about to score before Tomori fouled him. It could have been a Reece James assist, but he got fouled. Mount got a player of the match yesterday. 2 ball recoveries for Reece James. He only played 62 minutes. Could have been less. So I'm definitely going to take the 62 minutes played and the 6 points from Reece James because keeping a clean sheet away to AC Milan. I'll take that because I was so close to removing him yesterday for a Bayern Munich defender. It would have been Reece James out, Upamecano in. So I'm happy he didn't do that. Cancelo, as always, did great. 8 points, kept a clean sheet against Copenhagen. 6 ball recoveries as well. Got 8 points with that. I'm going to read all your teams very soon. Perisic is a disaster. Didn't know he was not going to start. He got me 0 points. The reason why I'm not that mad is because I took out 1 point for 0 points. So I only missed out on 1 point. But if I had taken out like a 5-pointer and brought in someone who got 0 points, disaster. So basically on my limitless, I ended up with 10 players. That shows you how much of a disaster it was. Di Lorenzo, he was on like 5 points before Ajax scored a couple of goals, and he lost a point because of the goals conceded, and also his balls recovered dropped from 6 to 5, and he lost a point for that one as well. Midfield-wise, I had Mane as my captain today. He got a goal. I think Goretzka is going to get player of the match there as well. If there's anyone who had Goretzka as well, well done, because he's had a very, very good 2 match days against Pils, and I think he's going to get player of the match. He got a goal and like 2 assists or 2 goals and an assist. So Mane with 7 points. I guess I'll take that because it's still more than what I had yesterday from De Bruyne. I don't think it's going to get player of the match. So he got a goal. Mane wasn't a blank, could have been worse. Sane got an assist, 5 points, but as someone said, it's a disaster for their captainers because 70 minutes played against Pilsen. 4 goals scored, and he only returns 1 assist and no ball recoveries. Basically, points for that. Only 5 points for Sane. I did tell many people not to change the captaincy to him. Mbappe got 9 points yesterday, got a penalty. Benfica picked up a very good point. Ripadu, well done to you. Did predict that. Benfica playing really, really well. I do it. You actually have a chance of finishing top of that group if you can beat Juventus at your place. 1 goal scored for Mbappe and player of the match, so he got you 18 points. Raspadori, very, very exciting start to that game. As I've always said, Napoli and Ajax will be like 6 goals every single game. Started very well. Raspadori got a goal, and I was like, this is what I'm talking about. The first 20 minutes, 2-0 to Napoli. I was very excited. It's going to be 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure some of you had Zielinski as well. He got an assist. But obviously, again, he got subbed off. Anguissa got an injury, got subbed off. It's been a disaster match day. I'm sure someone in the chat had Anguissa as well. And obviously, Raspadori got subbed off as well in the 49th minute. At least he got a goal. But considering I was not going to put Raspadori, I was going to go for Lewandowski instead, then that is kind of a disaster. I never thought about putting Salah in my team, I can't lie, because I knew he was going to be benched after poor performances, but I didn't know he was going to come on and score 3 goals. That is just crazy. Benzema, 2 points. pretty much this is the last time Benzema is going to be in my team in the group stage, because the 2 times I've had him, he's blanked. And you would expect more from Benzema. Just 2 points against Shakhtar, absolutely terrible. That is where it absolutely went wrong. And obviously the players yesterday, Guerrero getting benched, Mahrez getting subbed off early and missing a penalty, Di Maria getting subbed off early with an injury. Pretty much a disaster. So on a limitless chip, you need the ideal limitless chip. I would have wanted De Bruyne to get 10 points, Sane to get 10 points, Mane captaincy to get more than 20 points. I would have wanted Di Lorenzo to get at least 4 points, Perisic at least 4 points, Benzema to score, Mbappe to score twice, Raspadori to score twice. That is the ideal limitless chip, because on a limitless, people usually get like 120 points. So that is a disaster. In terms of the games yesterday, Maccabi Haifa beating Juventus. I didn't really predict that. I knew Maccabi Haifa was going to score but not win. Man City 0-0. Disaster, really, because especially for the attackers, that red card killed people. PSG Benfica 1-1, so no returns for Neymar there for those guys who had Neymar. AC Milan Chelsea, no goals for AC Milan. Some people had the likes of Leao. Dinamo Zagreb Salzburg 1-1. Shakhtar Real Madrid 1-1 as well. Celtic not looking good. Leipzig beating them 2-0, but Nkunku didn't get any returns, right? Yep, he didn't get any returns. So some of you had Nkunku as well. Dortmund, another killer, because I had Bellingham for literally the whole 2 weeks between that, and I took him out for Mane, and that is not a good decision, because Mane ended up getting like 8-9 points or something, 7, and Bellingham got 11 points. 2 back-to-back player of the match awards for Bellingham. He scored every single match day so far. Napoli beating Ajax 4-2. I think Napoli will keep on doing this even when they play Rangers on the final game. I think it's the final game or the next game. I think Napoli are playing Rangers next. I think it's the same again. I think you have to have Kvaratskhelia and all these guys. Now, the likes of Raspadori is different because Osimhen is back. Atletico Madrid have been terrible this season. Club Brugge have not conceded a single goal in the Champions League this season. I had their defenders for the first 2 match days. I took them out on a wildcard in match day 3. I did not know they were going to do this well. Tottenham 3-2 against Frankfurt, Son with 2 goals. Kane scored a goal and got an assist, but he missed a penalty. So he ended up on 9 points. Could have been more than that. Could have been like 15 for him. So I think Son will get player of the match there. Liverpool 7, Rangers 1. Rangers are looking terrible. So I don't think it's even a bad idea to have Ajax players on the last day against Rangers. Leverkusen, disappointing for those who had Leverkusen players. FC Porto, if you had their goalkeeper, I'll be reviewing your teams next. If you had the FC Porto goalkeeper, you're definitely balling this week. Barcelona, Inter Milan 3-3. Lewandowski with 2 goals. Lewandowski can score against any team. Bayern Munich with 4 goals, but only 1 return for Mane and only 1 return for Sane. I really doubt many people had Coman or Goretzka or Muller. Muller got subbed off anyway, but he got subbed off with a goal and an assist within like 20 minutes. Sporting, again, disaster for them. Marseille picking up 2-0, a 2-0 win. Sporting love to get red cards. They got 2 red cards today. The last time they played, they got a red card, Adan. This time around, 2 red cards. I'm pretty sure someone had Pedro Gonçalves in their team. I apologize, but he got 2 yellow cards, resulting to a red card. So in terms of this match day, definitely a disaster. I think if you got around 60 points, 70 points is not bad. If you got around 89, 90 points to 100, you've definitely closed the gap on a lot of people, because this is one of those match days that is very, very low scoring, because out of all these teams, Haaland didn't play. Man City blanked in terms of the forward players. Juventus blanked in terms of Vlahovic and Di Maria. PSG, Neymar blanked, no Messi. Leao blanked as well. Real Madrid, a lot of their players blanked. Vinicius, Valverde, Rodrigo, Benzema, all of them blanked. No clean sheet for their goalkeeper as well. Leipzig, Nkunku blanked. Dortmund, only Bellingham returned. Napoli did well, but a couple of players blanked maybe. Atletico Madrid, Club Brugge, if you had their defenders well done, like Ronaldo. Tottenham, Frankfurt, maybe if you went for Tottenham players, Liverpool players, Barcelona players, maybe Mane or someone, and then Marseille players, pretty much you've done well. So, because I know most of you are in the chat, let me just review your teams. Let me see what you guys are saying. Django says what to do with Raspadori and Alvarez. I think Raspadori drops to the bench next time with Osimhen back. I really do think he drops to the bench. So I wouldn't keep him. But I would wait though, because the Champions League is not being played again for the next 2 weeks. So I'd wait to see what happens. I had Hinkapi, 13 recoveries, but only 4 points, unfortunately. Do I keep double up Marseille defense? I wonder. I mean, they do have a home game against Tottenham. I mean, it worked today, so I wouldn't really mind it. That sucks as well, Alon, because I had the likes of Tavares when they're getting beat, and then the moment I took out the likes of Tavares, they start keeping clean sheets. Firmino, Goretzka, Mignolet, Son, Kvaratskhelia, Sanchez, man of the match, says Sharma. So thank you for that. Firmino for Liverpool, Goretzka for Bayern expected. Oh, I expected Salah to get it for Liverpool. Mignolet for Club Bruges, Son for Tottenham, Kvaratskhelia for Napoli, Sanchez for Inter Milan. Sanchez, really? He only scored a goal. I didn't watch the game, but that feels like they've just given it to him. Don't do the transfer yet. Here in MatchDay 5, he'll be in 2 weeks. Any player can get injured. Yep. Don't do it, as Ripper do says, just wait. Some players could go up in price, but I'd still wait. A couple of teams have already gone through. Napoli have gone through. Club Brugge have gone through, but some teams like Napoli will want to finish top. Using Limitless next match day. I wish you could give me that Limitless chip, man. Don't transfer too early or half your team will be injured. Sanchez for Marseille, says Shama. Yeah, Alexis Sanchez. So let me see. Let me review your teams right now. Let me cry myself to sleep. Let me see. Who's the first one? See, 156, we have 52nd, Van Cleef. I'm going to go with your team first, Van Cleef. Let's see, leagues. It's been a disaster pretty much. I think I've dropped like around 100k. That is not that's not bad, but it's not good. I wanted to go up to like top 10,000 with my limitless. Let's see, 50 something. Let's see. Van Cleef, I've got you. Van Cleef. So Van Cleef, global betting tips. Your team is looking good. 114, 71, 92, 68. Jagler, obviously disappointing. Lewandowski, 10 points, not bad. You had Bellingham as well. Di Maria, disappointing. Valverde, disappointing. Sane, I guess disappointing because you needed like more than 10 points in terms of captaincy. At least you had Ronaldo and Cancelo and Upamecano. Upamecano conceding 2 goals against Pilsen. Lunin in goal and Kvaratskhelia 10 points. Not bad with 68 points. So was this, let me see, match day 3, you played your wild card. Match day 2, you played your limitless. So this is just your actual team. So in match day 5, this is not bad for limitless. You're heading to 300 points. So it's not bad. I think the top players in the world right now are like on 370 or something. So the gap is still like 70, 80 points. Not that much. At least it's not like 100. So what I'd do with your team in match day 5, let's see, Cancelo probably keep against Dortmund. I think he'll play because they're fighting for top of the table there. Ronaldo, they have to get points. I think you have to keep him. Upamecano, they definitely have a tough fixture next time round. Bellingham, definitely keep. Di Maria is now injured, but we have to wait and see if how long he's going to be out. But I still wouldn't keep him though, because they're going to face PSG and Benfica. I don't think Juventus will win any of those games. Kvaratskhelia, I'd keep 100%. Sane, I think he plays in match day 5, but I don't think he plays in match day 6. Valverde probably starts in match day 5 and probably get returns because I think it's a home game. Lewandowski, definitely keep. Barcelona still have a lot to do in their group. And Jagler probably keep. So probably Di Maria leaves your team. And then obviously Haaland you keep against Dortmund, he'll 100% play. I'm sure he'll 100% play against his former team. And then probably I'll be looking to take out maybe Carvajal or Kostic, depending on what we see. There's a lot that can happen between now and match day 5, because we have like there's games this weekend. There's more games in the midweek of next week as well. And there's like 3 league games before we see the Champions League again. So a lot can happen in that time. You get to see more of our scores and more returns. So more news and more analysis on our players. So what I do for now, I probably think about taking out Di Maria and maybe Carvajal or Kostic. Mostly those Juventus players. I just don't trust Juventus, and I see why I don't trust them, because they never really return a lot. Let's see. Chan says 16th in your league. Let's see. Eswin, that is your team, Chan, right? Yep. So Chan, you've gotten 100 points twice. I wish I could be you. Mbappe 9 points, not bad. Alvarez. So someone asked what to do with Alvarez. I don't think he starts in match day 5 against Dortmund. So I think we get as we get closer to that, probably you'll need to take him out. Mudrik, I don't think it's a bad idea to keep him. Dembele, did he get a goal or an assist? He got something. He played very well. Like that Barcelona Inter Milan game was very good. You captain Kvaratskhelia, very well done to you. Kimmich with 4 points. Bastoni with 4 points. This is ball recoveries, right? He got an assist. Interesting. You got an assist from a defender. Reynaldo, Guerrero disappointing, not starting yesterday. And Cancelo as well. I'm pretty sure if Guerrero started yesterday, would have been getting like 8 points from him. Onana, wasn't the best game for him in terms of the Inter Milan fans. I think there's a couple of shots that he could have saved. Correa injured, Modric out as well. Ruben Diaz, Modric 1 point, Ruben Diaz 0, and Courtois injured. So let me see. You've played your Limitless. You played your Limitless in match day 3 and Wildcard in match day 2. You got a lot of returns in match day 3 from your Limitless, the likes of Salah and Sane. So what would I do with your team? So you don't have any other chips left. Obviously, Correa, I don't know how long Correa will be out, but there are fixtures. Which team are Inter Milan facing next? Let me see. Inter Milan, Correa, Pilsen. If they're facing Pilsen next, they have to win that game. So if Correa is fit by then I don't have a problem with you keeping him, but just wait and see. Bastoni as well. Just wait until then. If he starts, you definitely keep him. So those Inter Milan players that keep against Pilsen. Midfield-wise, I'm not sure about Dembele against Bayern, I'm really not sure about Dembele against Bayern. They obviously can score. I mean, Bayern do concede goals. So if you prefer to keep him, you can. But Alvarez, definitely you'll be looking. For example, you can do this because Alvarez is 5.9 million and Dembele is 8.5 million. If you already have Kvaratskhelia, if you take out Dembele for like a 7.57 million midfielder, you get an extra like 1.52 million. You can upgrade Alvarez to a different striker who starts. But definitely Alvarez will have to leave your team because I don't think he starts in match day 5. The rest of the players, I think they still have a lot to do, so they will play. Cancelo, Guerrero, Reynaldo, Bastoni, Kimmich as well, Kvaratskhelia, they're fighting for top of the table. Mbappe as well has to start next time. Onana as well. We have to wait and see Courtois and Correa's injuries, what happens with them. I think Diaz starts again against he starts next time against Dortmund. So probably Dembele and Alvarez to go out because Dembele has Bayern Munich next up. Let's see who's next up. JVOB 297. Your name is UCL just okay. Let's see. Let's go to your team, JVOB. Let's go to your team. 200. You said 200 and what? 397. Let's see. What a match day today, though. Today was a great day for goals. Absolutely fantastic. There was a lot of goals today. Let's see. Some players that I would have gone for returned, players like Lewandowski and Bellingham, but there's some players as well that I could have gone for and could have been a disaster. So I guess you win some, you lose some. I think last season on the Limitless, I had like 130 points or something like that. This season, this was just a terrible match to play your Limitless, but you had to. I had to as well because of the injuries, and I had already played my wildcard. The plan was always to play it in match day 6, and yep, it's basically a waste. If you don't get like 90 points on a Limitless chip, it's a waste. That was a chance to like cover in terms of the gaps. Let's see, 397. JVerb, close to your team, JVerb. 397. Let me know your team name, everyone, so that you can check your team. I hope they've not updated yet. They're updating as we talk and as we do this show. JVerb, I have got you, JVerb. So JVerb, you had Mbappe yesterday, not bad. You had Raspadori, he scored, but he got subbed off so early. Zielinski got an assist, but you obviously expected more from them. Sane with 5 points. I mean, you only got 61 points, but most of these players actually returned. Raspadori, Mbappe, Zielinski got an assist, Sane got an assist, Mane got a goal, De Bruyne had 5 points, Cancelo got a clean sheet. The defense definitely, I'm sure, disappointed you. Lloris, Hakimi, Upamecano, and Di Lorenzo. I'm sure that definitely disappointed you. Mahrez as well, and Vlahovic and Goro. The bad thing, the worst thing is that this same team that you have here, Javob, like if you just watch how they do in match day 5, don't do that. But if you just look at how they will do in match day 5, you'll probably see Mbappe with 20 points, Raspadori with 14, De Bruyne with 14, and you're like, man, couldn't they have done that in match day 4? That happens. That is the tough part of Champions League fantasy and FPL. So you've already played the limitless, you've already played your wildcard, so you're getting back your wildcard team in match day 5. Haaland, Mbappe, and Jagler, I don't think it's a bad idea to keep all of them. Sane, Kudus, Vinicius, Valverde, Kostic, Cancelo, Michel as well. Which team are Club Brugge playing next up? FC Porto at home. I'd be happy to keep those players from Club Brugge. Cancelo, Kostic, Adan, and I just hate seeing Adan. He's the one who started this downfall in match day 3 with his red card. Meyer, Musiala will be back. Davies, probably will be back in the next 2 weeks. The Sporting have been very, very disappointing. Now, Meyer is gone. I think Adan is not playing again next match day, right? I think it's not going to be there. I think it's 2-game suspension, if I'm not wrong. Why am I confused? I think Adan is not going to play next time as well, which means you won't have a goalkeeper, Javob. Meyer is out now. Their first choice goalkeeper is back at Dortmund. And Adan, even if he was back, I just don't like Sporting anymore. And they're playing Tottenham away from home next time. I think they'll concede like 2 or 3 goals in that one. So, and you also have another defender from Sporting. I'll definitely be trying to get rid of I'd get rid of their goalkeeper, Javob, get in another goalkeeper. We'll discuss more about that. Then probably FC Porto goalkeeper or which other team? FC Porto. Definitely not Rangers. Depending on how much money you have, because the FC Porto goalkeeper is slightly more expensive. Maybe the Marseille goalkeeper as well. And then Real Madrid, I don't know if Vinicius and Valverde both start. I think Vinicius starts, but I'm not sure Valverde starts in the next match day. Kostic, I just don't like up against Benfica away from home. I think Benfica will not lose that game. So I'll definitely be trying to get rid of one of the Sporting backline, probably their goalkeeper. Someone help me. Will Adan be back next match day, or does he miss 2 games? I think he misses 2 games, if I'm not wrong. So you'll definitely need to get in a goalkeeper and Kostic out as well. But as well, you know that, Javob, you have to wait until that last week, because a lot can happen. You never know. By the time you get there, Sane might be missing from that game, and then you can get money from him. But the likes of Haaland, Mbappe, Jagler keep, and the defense, Cancelo, Michele, I definitely keep. But there's a couple of players I'm not sure will be back. Adan, Davies, Meyer will not play. Inacio as well. They're going to Tottenham. Definitely do not go with 2 defenders from Sporting up against Tottenham away from home. Who did I miss? Let's see. When Chief of done your team, Chan of done your team. 52 points, 3 players injured, says Justin. Today's matches saved me. You are lucky, Chan. I was devastated when I saw Salah benched. I know, man. You're lucky he came on. Who's the next person? I've done 16. I've done. Thank you, man, Samson. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Anel says man of the match is out for all matches. Gave it to Galen. Seriously? Costa got an assist, he got a clean sheet, and he saved a penalty as a goalkeeper. I don't know how they give this one man of the match awards. I usually don't agree with them. I've not agreed with like 4 or 5 of them already, like it's since the last match day. Nkunku has not done well for me, says Tai. Yep. Nkunku's not done well at all. Leipzig have been very up and down this season. Every time I check their game, they're winning 3-0 or losing 3-0 or just random stuff like that. I had Mane captain too. I think it could have been worse, so I don't really mind having Mane captain. The disappointment is on Sane and players like Perisic not starting, but definitely expected more from him. Mane, 4 goals, only 1 goal, disappointing. Barella, I'd respect that. My ad Sane captain says Mahin. At least he started. I mean, he could have been worse. He might not have started, so at least he did start. And at least it's not a blank. Obviously, you do feel bad when you see other people with Salah captain and Lewandowski, but at least it wasn't a blank. For Bayern, who's man of the match? Goretzka, as in he scored 2 goals and got an assist. I went Kimmich over Goretzka. Yeah, that must have hurt, man. Liad says 70 minus 466, but I had Kvaradona, Bellingham, and James as transfers to this match day, so it's fine. Yep. Kvaradona got you 10 points. Player of the match. Bellingham 11 points. Player of the match. James as well 6 points. Could have been easily more points than that. Goretzka. If Upamecano would have been subbed off 2 minutes earlier, he would have gotten a clean sheet. Yep. I really needed Bayern and Napoli clean sheet for 100 points, says Mahin. Mahin is talking about 100 points. We are just talking about 70 points here, man. You are lucky you're talking about 100 points. Premium picks haven't done well. Yep, this match day, because I saw people playing Limitless in match day too, and people had Salah, Son, and they all returned. So, yep. Bad luck, Sane subbed off. Upamecano, no clean sheet. Haaland not starting, says Ezin. One game that Sane plays over 60 minutes, they concede to no team, says Sharma. I got in Benzema last minutes instead of Kane. If I had Kane, I would be on 97. Probably looking at that now, probably a bad idea going, myself included, because I went for Benzema as well. Probably a bad idea going for Benzema instead of Kane, because Kane had the home game. But he did miss the penalty though, so that was a relief. This week is all penalties, says Ezin. Yeah, I think we've had a lot. Napoli have gotten like 12 penalties this season. I think 5 of them in the Champions League. And like literally every single player has taken. Osimhen has taken a penalty. Zielinski has taken a penalty. Kvaratskhelia has taken a penalty. Politano has taken a penalty. It's even so hard to predict who's going to take a penalty for them. I captained Nkunku, but another blank. Terrible from him, but at least he did change your captain today. And my friend said to keep Kane, but Kane, but he gave me bad T plus matches. I didn't go for it. Switched to Sane. I guess, Alon, you do take a couple of ideas from different people. You mix it up, but eventually it's ultimately it's your choice, because you're the manager of your team. You also watch football, so if you prefer Kane to Benzema, all good. Switch to Sane. Says Ty. I was so happy that Salah did not start and then Champions League happened. Should I keep Raspadori, says Mahin? For now, keep him until that week closer to the Champions League to see how Osimhen is doing. If Osimhen is fit and he scores in the next 2 Serie A games, then probably we'll need to get rid of Raspadori. Let's see. Let's see. Who was the next person? I can't see any. Let's see. How are you, Igor? What's up? 40 points and a limitless, missed out on 20 points because I forgot to confirm subs. Yeah, total disaster. I definitely know what you're saying. How did you do in the end? Terrible, Igor. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Barella for Inter Milan, Sanchez for Marseille. My plan, match day 5. In says Roberto. Let's see. Mignolet was a no-brainer. Really, though? I don't really think so, man. I know Atletico Madrid don't score a lot of goals. If I had gone for their defender, I'd probably have gone for Meja as well, and I got benched today. He's not an easy pick. On the other note, I did a test and tried to save a transfer before using Limitless. Didn't work here. That cannot work. The moment you play a chip, that does not work. 58th B squad. So Sharma, let me check your team. Let's see. 58 B squad. Arnold. Is that the one? Is it the? I hope that's the one. Yeah, this has Arnold on it. So I think you changed the team name. So you had Sane captain. I hope that is your team, Arnold. You had Sane captain. Kvaratskhelia 10 points. Di Lorenzo. Hakimi was very disappointing yesterday. Cancelo, James, Kudus, Sane, Kvaratskhelia, Bellingham, Mbappe, Raspadori. I mean, 69 points is not bad at all. Alvarez, Mahrez, disappointing yesterday. Guerrero. You usually see how it starts. The moment it starts, your match day starts with Mahrez missing a penalty. You just know things are not looking good going forward. You can tell, like in the morning when it starts raining, you can tell it could be a bad day. The same with Mahrez yesterday missing a penalty and getting subbed off. So you played your wild card. So this is going to be a team going forward. How many points did you pick up on your limitless? 106. That was great for you. So 69 points. Next up, you're only going to have 2 subs. So Raspadori is definitely someone who could. That's not my team. Interesting. That is Arnold's team, though. I usually do see Arnold in here, so no problem, though. So B squad, I think they've changed. I think they've changed B squad. I can't tell where they are right now. Let's see, Sharma. Don't worry, we'll get you. Let's see. They've definitely changed the ranking because I can't find you. I think they've updated a couple of things. Either you've gone up, hopefully for you, or you have gone down. Which one is it? So let me know where you are right now. Shama, so we can check it again. Limitless resets transfers, says Alan. Yeah, that is what it does. The moment, even if you make 2 transfers and then play a limitless, your original team is going to be back. Those 2 transfers will be cancelled. Can you please check 11 team I'm married with my team and the goalkeeper and defenders? I'll need to know which position you are though, Sahu. Check 69th, John. I'll need to know your team name, John, because the way they're updating stuff right now, it might not be your team unless you have John there. Nope, there's no 69 as well. That's what I'm saying. You have to let me know your team name. I'm at 160, but going to jump a lot, says Alan. Team name, Alan, related team name as well. If Diaz would have been substituted in 2 minutes earlier, you'd have gotten like 6 or 7 points. Diaz. Which Diaz are you talking about? Or like Ruben Diaz, if he came on earlier, I get what you mean. Yeah, I think he missed out by like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Could you check 69th, Mr. Houston? They've changed it as well. I can't see you. They've definitely updated a few things. So you guys will have to recheck again which position you are. I think they've updated a few things. Do you think Sunday will start next week? I think it starts, but I don't think it starts in MatchDay 6 up. Bisquistos FC. Okay, Bisquistos FC. Interesting name. Let's see Alan's team. Alan is talking about climbing up in ranks. Your team must have been really, really good. Your team must have been shining this match day. Let's see. You see how crazy fantasy football is. Usually it's more bad luck than good luck, but whoever gets to top of the world in any fantasy football game, that must be unreal because getting top is just crazy. They've definitely changed your team as well, Alan. They've updated a lot of things. So you guys will need to recheck which position you are right now because they've updated everything. I had Salah first, but changed to Mahrez, says Javob. Yeah, that must have been painful. Great game, week 77, 167th in your league with still the limitless to play, says Marty. It's time Piqué retired. Is a horrible defender, just not been likable since he cheated on Shakira, says Sharma. Terrible. I think the second goal or first goal, absolutely terrible defending. Mignolet 11 points this match day. For Mignolet, says Ripper do amazing game. Rank 60, please. Okay, let's see if you're still in 60th because they've updated the table. Let's see. Yep, they've changed too as well. Saho. Barca would be the leaders in La Liga if Piqué didn't. I captained Jude Bellingham. Well done, Matty. Rank 103. Harry Cocaine. What an interesting name, Zav. That's brilliant. Harry Cocaine. I don't know. I shouldn't say I like that, but yeah, I do like that creativity. Not sure where to go with my team. Zap. That's a fantastic name, Harry Cocaine. And you've gotten your team, Jamie. We have gotten your team. Harry Cocaine has Juggler and Neymar up front. Neymar very disappointing. I hope you didn't play a chip. Yeah, at least you didn't play a chip because that would have been a disaster. You played your limitless in match day 2. You got 83 points. You played your wildcard. So Bellingham, Kunku, Valverde. And Kunku is such a disappointment. Cancelo, Guerrero, Simicas. Simicas could now not play in the next match day. Meya and Adan as well. So Haaland, Cavallal, Di Maria. There's a couple of problems here, Jamie. There's a couple of players who should be subbed here because I think you need a goalkeeper. Adan and Meyer won't play in match day 5. Upamecano, Simicas is a major worry because I don't think he starts next match day with Robertson there. Guerrero, Cancelo, Bellingham, Kunku, Valverde. I'd still keep Kunku for the next match day though. Sane, Jagler, Neymar. I'd also keep the likes of Neymar and Jagler. But Di Maria, I just don't like his injury record. He might even come back and play another 10 minutes and get subbed off. So I'll definitely be looking to get in a goalkeeper next match day and take out Di Maria. Di Maria is 7.4 million. There's a lot you can do with that money, especially getting in a player from Napoli. Before I even go further, Jamie, next match day, you definitely need to get in a player from Napoli, their midfield. They have Rangers. Rangers have just conceded 7 goals against Liverpool. Napoli scored 3 or 4 at the time they went to Rangers. They're absolutely going to thump them like 4 or 5 goals. So I definitely think you need to take out Di Maria for a midfielder from Napoli, but just wait and see for which midfielder you're going to get from Napoli. But that is definitely what I'd do, getting a Napoli midfielder for Di Maria, and then probably a goalkeeper. Your team definitely needs a goalkeeper. Let's see. Don't worry, I'll get to all your teams. I think they just updated it. I have respect for the people that had Salah and Son. Yeah, 100%. I would not have predicted that. I thought Frankfurt would be a tighter game, but 3-2, that's a lot. Mr. Houston, says John. Let's see. Hopefully it is the correct one now. 69. It's still not there, John. It's still not there. They've changed a few things. It's still not there, John. Check your new rank. Check your new rank. There's no 69, actually. I've had that, let's see, my match day 5 plan. James from Roberto, why can't I leave the league? I mean, you should be able to leave. I'm not sure why. I'm 24th now, says Sharma. B squad. You've gone up. Look at you. You're going up. So that is your team now, Sharma. That is 100% your team. You had Onana in goal. So did you play any cheap? Let's see. Match 20, did you play your limitless in wildcard? You played your limitless in match day 3 and your wildcard in match day 2. So you had Mbappe and Neymar. You also had Højbjerg, 6 points. Anguissa was a disaster. He got subbed off with an injury. Yeah, that's definitely hurt. Sane, you had Goretzka. My goodness. Who are you? Who's your plug, Sharma? How can you have Goretzka, man? 14 points plus man of the match. You're getting 17 points from Goretzka. Well done to you. I'm pretty sure he's only owned by 2%. That is incredible. Well done. So if this week you had someone like Son, Salah, Goretzka together in your team and you captained one of them, you could easily go to the top 100 very easily. Cancelo, Hakimi, Silva, Ronaldo, Onana, Guerrero, Florentino, Haaland, and Perrin. So goalkeeper wise, you don't really have a problem because I think Onana starts next match day. Who would I take out here? Ronaldo I'd keep. Cancelo I'd keep. Buying Benfica, so I don't have a problem with Benfica against Juventus, so you can keep their players. Goretzka, Sane. Anguissa is now injured, so you have to wait and see how long that injury will be. Højbjerg is at home again. Neymar, Mbappe, definitely keep. They're playing Maccabi Haifa at home, so I think this time they win. This time Ripper do. This time PSG wins. This time I'm pretty sure PSG wins. Haaland definitely keep. Guerrero, Florentino definitely keep. So I'm only looking at probably wait for Anguissa to see how long his injury is. If he's out, obviously, Sharma, you just bring in Kvaratskhelia for Anguissa right away. He's cheaper. Yep, it's cheaper by like 0 point something. And then obviously maybe just Anguissa, actually. No one else I'd take out from this team unless any injuries occur. So that is the only transfer I'd make. Especially now that you've played your limitless and you've played your wildcard, you don't have to make all 2 transfers, Sharma. You can just make one, especially if all of these players are fit. You can just make one, take out Anguissa for Kvaratskhelia if he's injured, so that you can have 3 transfers in match day 6. Because believe me, if you think match day 4 has been a disaster, match day 6, even players like Kvaratskhelia might be on the bench. You might find both your goalkeepers on the bench, because that is the match that a lot of teams usually rest their players. So that is what I do with your team. 43rd now, says Alan. Let's see. Got in your team. FC Biscuitos. Bisticos or something like that. Bisticos, I think. 89 points. This has been a good season for you. 95, 75, 80, 89. You haven't really had a bad week. Mbappe and Lewandowski, you lucky guy, Alan. You had Salah as well. 16 points. I think you're unlucky not to get man of the match with Salah. I think he should have gotten man of the match with the hat trick. Because he just got the quickest hat trick in Champions League history. Sane, Mane, De Bruyne, disappointing yesterday. James, Cancelo, Perisic definitely disappointing. So you had 89 points with Perisic not even playing. So that is not bad. Benzema disappointing yesterday. Hakimi, Guerrero. I'm guessing you took out someone like Hakimi for Perisic, so definitely you could have had more. But most of your players returned on a limitless. 89 is such a good score on a limitless, especially in a week like this where some of the big boys did not return. This is a good week for you. So if you had gone for Kane, as you said, instead of Benzema, you'd have been looking at 100 points. So this is a limitless team. So this is not the team you're going to have next time. So let's go back to your wildcard team. So you have Neymar, Mbappe, and Haaland. I'd be happy to keep all three of them. Kvaratskhelia, Sane, Kudus, Vinicius. I think Vinicius starts next time. I think Kudus starts again. I think Sane starts again as well in match day 5. Carvajal, Pepe. Pepe was not playing today. Cancelo, Lunin, Paul Lopez, Florentino, Tavares, Ramos. I mean, this is not a bad team. Pepe did not play today, so I don't know how long he's out for. He's injured, 4.5 million. So I'd be looking to take out Pepe. Remember, just as the same as I've told Sharma, Alan, you don't have to make out all two subs. If you feel like one sub is enough this week, because I don't have a problem with your attack. Neymar and Mbappe are playing Maccabi Haifa. Haaland is playing his former team. Kvaratskhelia is playing Rangers. All these guys have a good fixture. I think Vinicius will be... Is he going to be at home? He's going to be away at Leipzig. I still think they'll get a goal or two. Carvajal, I think they'll concede, so I don't really expect a clean sheet for Carvajal there. Lunin will be out, so you're going with one goalkeeper. There's no problem with going with one goalkeeper for one match day. Ramos probably starts again. Tavares is is at home, right? Nuno Tavares will be at home away to Frankfurt, and at home to Tottenham in the last match day. So I'll probably be looking to take out Pepe if he's still injured. But your team looks good for match day 5. Alon, your team is really in good shape. You just picked up 89 points on a limitless, and I don't see any problem with your team here. So probably just Pepe if he's still injured. The rest, I think they start. So there's no problem just making one transfer and saving one transfer for match day 6 so that you can have 3 transfers, because a lot of players will be rotated. Got you, Sahu. Got you. 90-second. Let's see. 90-second. Sahu. There's so many people at 90-second. Got in your team finally, Sahu. We have gotten your team. So you had 98, 90, 92. You were averaging something like 94 points or something crazy like that for the first 3 match days. You played your limitless in match day 2. You picked up 90 points. Not bad at all. You had Modric in your limitless. You played your wildcard in match day 3. And then most of the players got injured. So Kostic, Haaland, Meyer. So first of all, you don't have a goalkeeper right away for match day 5, especially if the other guy is back. If Courtois is back, I think he will be back in the next 2 match days. I think you definitely need to get a goalkeeper in. You don't have a goalkeeper for the next match day. Cancelo, Guerrero, Emerson. I just don't know why Conte plays Emerson. I think he's really a terrible defender. Bellingham, De Bruyne, Kudus, Sane, Marcus Edwards. Thankfully, I've not seen anyone with Gonçalves yet. Jagla and Neymar, Haaland, Kostic, Davis. Davis has a chance of coming back next match day. So definitely try and get in a goalkeeper and then wait and see. Then we'll wait and see closer to the match day. For the goalkeeper, you can go for a goalkeeper right now. I don't know which goalkeeper you can get because you have 2 very cheap goalkeepers. Do you have any money in the bank, Sahu? Do you have any money in the bank? Because both of your goalkeepers are 4 million goalkeepers, right? I hope you have money in the bank, because right now you can't get any goalkeeper unless you transfer out someone else. So if you have to get in a goalkeeper, this is what I would do. I'd take out Marcus Edwards and bring in Kvaratskhelia from Napoli And then the remaining money, you can get in even a 5 million goalkeeper instead of Meyer, or Lunin probably instead of Meyer. That is what I would do with your team, Saul. But I know 46 points is a bit of a killer, but at least you didn't play any cheap. It's more painful for us who we didn't get above 70 points with a limitless chip. That is more painful. So definitely get in a goalkeeper and then take out Marcus Edwards for Napoli midfielder. That is what I would do with your team. Next up is Ling says JJ 85th. Ling, let's see. Hit the like button by there if your team has been reviewed. Mid-fifth. JJ. Ling. JJ. That is your team. That is definitely a team, JJ. So you had Mbappe, you had Raspadori, Lewandowski, De Bruyne, Mane, Sane. This is a limitless team. James, Cancelo, Upamecano, Di Lorenzo, Alisson, Nkunku, Guerrero, Mahrez. I mean, on a limitless, yeah, for sure. I see why you're disappointed, especially goalkeepers. You at least need one goalkeeper to keep a clean sheet on a limitless. You at least need one of your defenders, apart from James and Cancelo, 3 of your defenders blanked. De Bruyne, Mane, Sane. You captained Sane, Mbappe, Raspadori, Lewandowski. Could have been better if you captained Lewandowski, but you just never know with these things. Did you change your captain? Hopefully, you didn't change your captain from like Mbappe to Sane. So this was limitless team. So you're going to get back your team from your wildcard. So you'll have Alvarez, Haaland, and Mbappe. You'll have Diaz. So Diaz is out until next year, so you have to take him out. Sane, Kudus, Valverde, Musiala will be back. Otamendi, Davies, Adan. I think you also don't have a goalkeeper, so that is very, very easy. JJ, I think you can do a lot with that Diaz money. 9 million from Diaz, and you just need a goalkeeper for like 4.55 million. Probably again, Napoli midfielders. I'll probably take out Diaz for Napoli midfielder. Since you have enough money, you can actually afford anyone from the Napoli midfield. Mostly Kvaratskhelia because it's just amazing. And then you can get in another goalkeeper. That is what I do. Definitely, you can't save any subs for yourself, transfers, because you don't have a goalkeeper and Diaz is out injured. Definitely take those 2 players out. Dan and Diaz get in a Napoli midfield, and then a goalkeeper of your choice, depending on which goalkeeper you take out. Probably Adan is the one you should take out because there's still a slight chance, you never know, Lunin could be given a game instead of Courtois. So I'll probably take out Adan because Sporting are dropping a lot in terms of form as well. They've lost like back-to-back games. Kevin says, such a disappointing match day for me. You're not alone. On 24th, Mr. Houston, says John. John, I think we'll finally get your team. You've tried 4 times. Let's finally try your team. They updated it, but don't worry, we'll get it. Let's see. So there's no Champions League games for like two weeks. So I think tomorrow we'll probably have like a watch list and then probably videos back on the weekend because it's a slight break. Did you say 124th, Mr. Houston Excel? 124th, Mr. Houston Excel. Got you, John. Finally. There's so many people at 124th. You had Raspadori as captain. I was so close to captaining him as well. And then I was just like, nah, Mane has the easier fixture. Let me captain him. Raspadori, very good start, though. He scored very early. You had Osic as well from Dinamo Zagreb. You have Bellingham, very good pick there. Sane, slightly disappointing. Valverde is the one who definitely disappointed. Cancelo, Guerrero, Minacio, Sport defense is looking horrible with all the red cards they're picking up. Davis, Mahrez, Carvajal, Meyer. So you played your limitless in match day 2. You got 77 points. You played your wildcard in match day 3. For those who played the wildcard in match day 3, like myself, very unlucky because literally after the wildcard, like 7 injuries occurred. That is just bad luck, basically, because that was going to be my team for match day 3 all the way to match day 5. And then like 7 players pick up injuries, others pick up COVID. So that was disappointing. At least you have a goalkeeper, John, for the next match day. I think Mignolet, happy to keep him. Cancel. I think Guerrero starts next time against Man City. Tough fixture, but I think he starts. Sane, Kudus, Valverde, Bellingham, Osic. I think Osic games now get tougher. They have Milan at home and they have Chelsea away, and it's costing 7.5 million. He got 2 goals in the first 2 match days. He did score last time they faced Milan, but he's blanked a couple of times. So with your team, I'd wait a bit if to see how many games Mahrez plays in the league. If he gets rested for the league games, he probably starts in the next Champions League game, so you would keep him, no problem. Davis, I don't know how long he's going to be out for. They said maybe 1 to 2 weeks, but it could be more because it was a head injury. So I'd probably be looking to take out Davis and Orsic for now. I think Orsic, you can definitely get in better players, 7.5 million. And Dinamo Zagreb, the thing with teams like Dinamo Zagreb and Club Brugge have really surprised me. I had their defender for the first 2 match days. I was happy with that. But in terms of attacking, I never see Club Brugge and teams like Dinamo Zagreb as teams that can score 2, 3, 4 goals in a match day. Same applies to Pilsen and Maccabi Haifa, who have done it this match day. If I have a striker or a midfielder from that team, I want them to score like 3 or 4 goals, which gives your player more opportunities to get a return. Because for Dinamo Zagreb with Orsic, the moment they get 1 goal, that is it. If Orsic is not involved, that team is not getting any other goal, especially now that they face AC Milan and Chelsea next. I doubt you can get him in at 7.5 million. If it is like a Jackler at 5 point something million, I think that would be okay. But definitely be looking to take out Orsic. I can see you don't have Haaland. That is the guy I'd 100% bring back. Man City have gone through. You don't really have to bring him back because I think there's a huge chance he plays in match day 5 and doesn't play in match day 6. So that's something. But if you already have Haaland, you definitely keep him in your team. But if you want to bring in Haaland, if you think he's going to do well against Dortmund, you can bring him in for Osich. I don't know if you're going to get that money elsewhere. Davies, do you have any money in the bank as well? Not sure which players you can bring on, but Davis or Osich would be the players that take out for sure. I'd be looking at FC Porto players. I'd be looking at Man City against Dortmund. Haaland, if you can afford him. You can also see you only have Raspadori from Napoli, but there's no other midfielder that you can really take out. I think Bellingham, Valverde, Sane, Kudus are okay to keep, but depends on how the injuries how the players recover from injuries. If Davis is fit and he starts that match day, then that is one less headache. But Orsic, I'll definitely take out. Try and get in a Napoli midfielder if possible. If you want to take out someone like Valverde or Mahrez, I'll be looking to get in a midfielder from Napoli. Orsic first, though. Try and get any other striker apart from Orsic, if you can afford Haaland, especially for that one match day. Check rank 22, says Roberto. Let's see. Got you, Roberto. Very quickly. You're the only player, like 2 people are sitting second. That is very high. He had 100 points twice. Incredible. So your wildcard was active. You played Limitless in match day 3. You played wildcard in match day 4. Anguissa disappointing, obviously. Perisic as well. You did have Bellingham, Mbappe, Sane as well, captain, Goretzka. It could have been better, obviously, if you decided to captain like a Goretzka or Kvaratskhelia, but well done. You also had Goretzka is going to get you more points. You're going to go to 78 there. Ederson, yesterday as your goalkeeper, not bad. Haaland, Guerrero subbed off. Jaglas were only 2 points. So this is not bad. I mean, he basically went in with 10 players because Perisic didn't play. And your wildcard is active. So which transfers would I be making in your team? Your goalkeepers are good. Now, again, I think Perisic starts next time, surely. So I'll still keep him. Di Lorenzo, Pamecano, Guerrero. I'm happy to keep those defenders. Bellingham, Anguissa, definitely have to watch him. He has an injury now. Didn't look serious, like to keep him out for 2 weeks. Sane, Kvaratskhelia, Goretzka, Mbappe. I mean, I don't see any problem with your team. So if you have to make a transfer, which I think you have, because you're going to lose the transfer if you don't make at least one, Anguissa, if he's injured, you can take him out. And Perisic, if we get closer to the match, then Anguissa is fit, then the only player really I'll be looking to take out here is Perisic for someone else. Although they do have a home game against Sporting, so but you have to take out one person out, though. You have to take one person out. But you'll get more ideas when you get closer to the match day. But right away, from your team, Roberto, I'm looking at only one transfer and potentially saving one transfer for match day 6. I was top 10K in the world, and now I'm at 32K. It was one of those match days, Ripadu. Down to 25th now, but I've still got my best chip, says Marty. That's the limitless. Not a great match day at all for me. I'm saying go night, says Javob. Same here. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. Zap Team Cocaine. I'll not forget you. I got 46 points. Absolutely disaster. And was gonna captain Mbappe and take it for Bellingham, says Lucas. I'm just not a fan of his, but in Bellingham's situation, he got 11 points, so it could have worked. Going to Florentino, Kimi, Hoiberg, gives a 2 from these. Going to transfer out. Is that what you mean? Florentino, Hakimi, Hoiberg, and Anguissa. So Anguissa, if he's injured, you're going to take him out potentially. I don't mind Florentino, actually. I don't mind you keeping him. Hoiberg has a home game and usually gets recovery points. He can chip in with an assist. Hoiberg has gotten like 2 goals and like 3-4 assists this season, so usually chips in with attacking returns. Hakimi is playing against Maccabi Haifa, so I wouldn't have any problem with them getting him in. Let's see. No problem. Sharma. Thank you, Ken. I'm going to check your team right now. Ripadu. I had the budget for Kvaratskhelia, but went to the stats and picked Anguissa. I also didn't know, like, he took the penalty as well. Kvaratskhelia was lucky because Politano wasn't on the pitch. 63rd, Josh 777. 63rd, let's see. Josh. So I'll be reviewing those teams as of now. So no more requests. Let's see. 63rd, Josh. No Kane, no gain. Another team that has Kane in the name. No Kane, no gain, but you don't have Kane in your team, Josh. You had Mbappe, Raspadori, Lewandowski. Not bad. All of them scored. De Bruyne, Kudus, Sané, Kvaratskhelia scored. Sané assisted. The other 2 disappointing. Cancelo, Sergi Gomez -2. Painful. You're the first person who's had them, Sergi Gomez here. Di Lorenzo, Lunin, Neuer, Guerrero, Tavares. You benched Tavares. Wow, 6 points there. Valverde, 2 points. So you played your limitless in match day 2 and wildcard in match day 3. So you're looking for transfers for match day 5. The forward players, Raspadori is definitely a risk. Osimhen is now back. Raspadori will probably get like 35 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes in that game. De Bruyne, Cancelo against Dortmund, I think they start because they're trying to finish top of their table, top of their group. Kvaratskhelia, Sané, I'd potentially keep. I'll definitely have to take out Sergi Gomez now, but he's only 4 million, so 4.1. You can only potentially get a Club Brugge defender instead of Sergi Gomez, and then keep an eye out for Raspadori. Let's see how many games he plays, and then I'll potentially be looking to transfer him out. Although, how much is Raspadori? 7 million. I think you can do a lot with that, but we just wait to see. But those are the 2 transfers right away I'll be looking to make. Hopefully, Neuer is back. The others you can keep. Guerrero, Tavares, Valverde you can keep, but definitely take out Sergi Gomez for a defender from even Salzburg, if you prefer, but they are facing Chelsea. They are 4.2 defenders, so potentially a Club Brugge defender. They've not considered a goal all season. That is crazy. See, can you take a look at the 376 Jamal Murray team? It will make you feel better about yourself too. We'll do that. Sao says yes, Edwards out and some goalkeeper 5.5k. 5 million is what you mean. I'll probably be looking to get Benfica's defender instead of Pepe. Ripadu, 137th. I hope your team name has Ripadu there. Let's see. Oh, if you're the only person in 137th, let me see. Let's see. 137th. How many hours have we been going? We've been going for 1 hour and 4 minutes. So we'll be ending it very, very soon. That is actually a team name. Oh, you have Thogden in your team name. 97, 79, 90, 55 points. So you had Jagler, Raspadori, Bellingham, Valverde, Sané, Cancelo, Otamendi, Guerrero, Silla, De Lorenzo, Mignolet, Vinicius, Haaland, Musiala. Musiala will be back. It's only COVID, so only 1 week or something. He'll miss out. Not only COVID, it's COVID, obviously. He missed a game through COVID, but he's going to be back because it won't keep him out for too long. So that's no problem with that. Vinicius, Haaland, you can keep. Mignolet can keep. I mean, some people are saying Mignolet was a must-have. Cancelo, Otamendi, Guerrero, Silla, Di Lorenzo. You captain Di Lorenzo. Ouch, that must have been painful. Silla, and he actually had that second goal that he conceded from Ajax. He had like 4 points at that time, so it could have been 8 instead of 4. But then they considered that goal, it took him down. So you played your limitless in match day 2, you got 79 points. Match day 3, you played, you got 90 points from your wildcard. So what would I do with your team? Raspadori is definitely now a problem. He will play in match day 5, but how long? That is a problem. He can start the game and get subbed off at halftime for Osimhen. That is a problem with Raspadori. Like if we check his minutes, he played 13 minutes in match day 2, 64 minutes in match day 3, 49 minutes in match day 4. I just don't like players like that. A player who doesn't even play 20 minutes, I do not like players like that. Bellingham, Valverde, don't like players for that like that at fantasy. In fantasy, you want players to play 80, 90 minutes. So your goalkeeper is okay, Mignolet, Di Lorenzo, Silla, Guerrero, Otamendi, Cancelo. I'm happy with that defense. You don't really have to take anyone. Silla has a home game, right, against FC Porto. Di Lorenzo has a home game against Rangers. Guerrero has a home game, but is again against Man City. Otamendi, it's a home game against Juventus. Cancelo against Dortmund. Bellingham, I think he will want to shine against Man City. Scored last time against them. Valverde and Sane, Jagla and Raspadori. So Raspadori is the only player I can ask you to take out. But then you won't have any Napoli players attacking, and they're facing Rangers next time out. So I wouldn't go for 2 Madrid players. That is the only thing I would not do. Reaper do. You definitely need a Napoli midfielder. So Vinicius, Valverde. Madrid have scored like 1 goal in the last 4 games. I don't like that at all. So Vinicius or Valverde, potentially Valverde would be the one to leave my team for Kvaratskhelia, and then you can get in someone else for Raspadori. That is what I would do. But definitely don't go without a Napoli midfielder. Let's see. You're welcome, Sharma. Let's see. 367 says Igor Jamamai. I'm going to come to your team. You're welcome, Sahu. I can go for Emerson as well instead of Pepe. Which Emerson? Royale? I just don't like him at all as an option, man. Can you check my team 225th, but I still have 1 chip? Yep, Mattia will. Maybe Chaloba Ali could work as well. Not bad, not a bad option, but will he start? That is the problem. Like Fofana, I don't know how long Fofana is out. Like one of their players could come. Number 1 dude in the world had Mbappe, Kane, Lewandowski, Bellingham, Son, Salah, Diego Costa. What a genius. That is incredible. Just imagine how good that guy is feeling. That is crazy, man. 225th, I'm going to check your team right now. So those are the last 2 teams I'm going to check. Let's see. Really, Marty, really. Some people have really killed this match. They did not expect this after seeing the first 2 games last night. Let's see. Thanks, says Joshua. Marty, I go comment by comment. So let's see. 367 says Igor. Let's see, Igor. Let's see. See 367, 376. Igor says I'm going to feel better about my team. So let's see. 67, 76. Let's see. Let's see. They should have an option where you can just click on a number and take you there directly instead of scrolling. That is the one update the Champions League fantasy should do. Like if someone is like 3,000 in a league, like how the hell are you supposed to get to them? Let's see, 300 and Igor. I hope your team has Igor there. 276. Jamal Murray. That is your team, Igor. So 40, Neymar, Vlahovic, Di Maria. You had Di Maria as captain. Oh, you said you forgot to change. That is painful. You had Mola, Sane, Upamecano on the bench, and you had Di Maria as your captain. You definitely have to confirm those subs next time. But the good thing is that playing Champions League fantasy this early, you're getting to learn, you're getting to getting ideas and all that. So by the time everyone else catches up and Champions League fantasy is played by like 5 million, you're already a professional. Mahrez -1, that definitely hurt you. So you're limitless. That definitely is a disaster on a limitless. So your wildcard team will be back in matchday 6. Haaland, Mbappe, and Lewandowski had keep Zielinski, Kvaratskhelia, Kudus, Bernardo Silva, and McKennie, not sure about him at all. Hakimi Frimpong was suspended. He's suspended, so definitely look to check him out as well. Guerrero, Cancelo, your goalkeepers are fine. So Winston McKennie, I'll definitely be looking to take him out. 5.5 million. I think you can get, especially if you have money in the bank, you can definitely get a better player. Frimpong is 4.5. Like you can downgrade Frimpong to like a 4 million defender from Club Brugge, and then take out McKennie. But I can already see you have midfielders from Napoli, so I'm not sure you could take out. You can keep McKennie if you think he's going to do well against Benfica, but in this your team, I'd be looking to make only one transfer and saving one for matchday 6, because in matchday 6 things will get tougher. Like Zielinski or Kvaratskhelia could be rested, Guerrero, Hakimi could be rested. You just never know what is going to happen. So McKennie needs to go. I'm a Barca fan, says so no, not that great. Barcelona almost went out today. So how was that Barca game? Barcelona was a fantastic long way down. Says Igor, don't worry. Let's see. So yep, match day 4 reaction. You have to behave yourself, Martin, next time. Some things you can't say and get a review. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.